All right.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Here we go. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Oop, oop. Water. Fell down. Another random one, not a chat room, not a thing. I've been suggested that, you know, once in a while we should go back to our average way back in the day, you know, where we just have text flying here and I smoke a cigar and not having chat room, which is kind of messy here and there. So today I'm gonna go back to the root and have a little bit of music and just talk about what I'm thinking and smoke. So have my typical music going. All right. And we have Wild Bill, William W are joining us. Yeah. I'm sorry, last time I really didn't see you. Like literally just flew by and I didn't see it. And I have Sherry, I have Jason, I have Sergio. And yeah, it is Monday. It's kind of weird, but I was ready to smoke by I think maybe 11 a.m. today. Like I was literally screaming for help. And so yeah, today I'm gonna smoke this Casa Cuevas Prensado Habano. To be honest, I would much rather smoke the Maduro because that's the one I really like out of the Prensado. And I'm gonna put down this music just a tad because I don't know if the music's too loud for you guys. Let me know if the music's too loud for you guys because I can't hear from you guys. I can only hear from my speaker. Okay. So this is the brand new one with the brand new label. There we go. I really like it. I like the second band. So when I was at the event, I saw Matt holding it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? What was that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's the Prensado." I was like, "I know there was a box press, but it didn't look like this." So I went over there, and they tell me that they added a new band on there. Now the Maduro that I got from Little Guy Cigar Shop didn't have the second band, so I'd probably keep it until whenever, right? And I'll smoke this one today. And we'll talk about a few things too. Alright, let's see. This is some information for you guys. I think. 6x48. Box of 20. Very decent price. So it you know, in every way, it's like the Habano, the core Habano. But in every way, this cigar is slightly better. Alright? This cigar is slightly better. I'm gonna move this up a little bit so you can see if I got it. Anyway, so let me cut this. I'm gonna light this. I'm gonna smoke it because I really want to smoke today. And yeah, and let me know what you guys are smoking right now because it's like 8 something, and I don't know if you guys are smoking something right now. It's Monday. Monday deserves some smoke, right? Put some smoke up for Monday. Good cut. Now today, you know, yesterday I literally filled it. Does the Little Guy Cigar Shop have that one? Yes, he does. He does. He got both. So he's got the Habano, he got the Maduro. There is no Connecticut for this. Prensado does not have a Connecticut. Just put it out. light this up. So, you know, like I say, today I will not accept any person to the chat room because I didn't have it on. Literally, I don't have it on. So, it was just me. You guys all had to type today. See, here's the thing. Sherry, I didn't get a grab bag this time. I didn't get the grab bag this time. I just bought the cigars. Okay. The Maduro in that selection is fire. I agree. I think the Maduro tastes so much better. But for Habano, Habano-wise, I think it's very close. The core Habano and the Prensado Habano is very close. And according to Lewis, the reason that tastes better is most likely because it's box press, and box press has to be underfilled, and underfilled means there's less filling. More of the good stuff, less of the stuff. So it's supposed to taste better. And I really get excited for this particular one because my issue with the core line is that I tend to lean towards the reservas because the reservas have that flavor profile. It's got about the same strength, but it's got that profile. That literally fixed my issue with the core line. Because the core line Connecticut is light. The core line Connecticut is very light for me, at least, in terms of the flavor and the strength. So I didn't really like that much. The first cigar that got me kind of pay attention to Casa Cuevas was the Habano, and the Habano was good. Habano was good, but like when you taste the Reserva line, the Habano gets overshadowed. Like the Connecticut, or the natural Reserva, was better than the Habano. So you get into this, like, is there anything in between? And this is kind of that anything in between. Hey Greg, this was that everything in between. So like I was kind of excited after I smoked it. I was like, ooh, that is actually pretty good. That might almost turn me away from the core line. Only problem is it burns really fast. As you can see, it burns really, really quick. But it was good. It tastes good. So, you know, it's one cigar that I can get excited over. But at the same time, it's like, this is probably going to burn a lot shorter. So, like, we're 8 minutes in, like, I'm already that much. And only took so many pops, right? So, it does burn fast, but the draw is good. The flavor is good. And would it still last me an hour? Yeah, it will still last an hour. A little bit more than an hour. Actually, at the event, it lasts me a little bit more than an hour. And that's with talking and stuff like that, you know. Sounds like a box, but yes, I literally bought a box. I literally bought a box of this, and I bought a box of Prensado from Maduro. Let me grab it. So, like this. Right? Now, the box looks a little bit more significant because, you know, because it is Prensado. It looks longer, right? So, you know, just like, you know, for size reference. This is the core line. This is the Prensado. So, in a way, when you buy the Prensado, it feels like you got more because, you know, it is kind of bigger, even though it's underfilled, right? So, the standard Robusto is 5x52, and the Prensado is 6x48. It does feel like there is more, but it's not. It's actually underfilled, right? So, but yes, I do have this one, but you can see this one has the old single band. See that? So it doesn't have that double band that this have. And that double band is what got me excited. That double band is like, ooh, yes. There's some design going. There's some attention to detail that sets it apart. Now I had to buy it. Right? So it's got that. And literally, you know, it looks good as a collection. It looks good as a collection. Yeah, I like wooden box. I like wooden box. Put it right here for now. You know, you gotta have this double band to set it apart, so that it doesn't look like the same thing over. Like, you know, at first it didn't catch me at all. Like, it didn't make me feel like it's any exciting at all, because I thought it would be just like the core line, and a lot of time box press is not necessarily better. So after I tried it, I was like, that is better. That's money, yo. Right? The Reserva line, yeah, the cigar is great, but it's paper box. It's hard for me to go, and you know what? That's that. Even though we knew why, you know, they want to go back to the classic, back in the day way of doing things, like a vintage kind of look. But as a consumer, right, I like the wood box. I like this where I can keep cigar in there and then just toss one of these Bovita pack in there and forget it. I don't have to get another humidor. Right? So, you know, it's always been a problem for me. They did the same thing for the patrimonial that we smoked the other day. And for what it is, I had to give that one a free pass. Because it's on the higher end spectrum. It's like $200 a box, technically. And during pandemic, nobody can find box. So if you can pump out any sort of box at all, that was already good. Right? So if you can pump out any box at all, that was already good. Because they were selling it, I think they were thinking to sell it as bundles. So just plastic bag like this and sell it. But if you ask me, like, you know, do I prefer that or a paper box? I would take a paper box. I would take a paper. Okay? So, you know, even though it's not preferred type of box for me, you know, the box still look pretty good. The box still look pretty good. It follows the theme, right? It follows the theme. Except the inside, which has the family picture in there compared to the Reserva Natural and Reserva Maduro. Right? So, in comparison, compared to a wooden box and no box, I will take paper box. Okay, alright, fine. I will take paper. You need to get some, Val. Coffee mug. There was a coffee mug for Hashimoto? Hashimoto, what happened? I didn't see one. Alright. So yeah, that was the issue for me. But the cigar was great. And like we said, like 13 minutes in, we're like, you know, quite a bit in. I mean, if that was a Robusto, we'll probably have a little bit less. Probably have a little. This one has a good draw though. Alright. And I think overall, the flavor in the box price, the Prensado, is more smooth. The transition is more smooth. Every flavor in there was a little bit more smooth, like stacked, correct? I don't know if that's the correct word to use. It's stacked correct. So, what is that? I don't understand what that is. Okay. Alright, why do I have this thing going on? Hold on a second. Why? What's this menu popping out of my window? Alright. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. I have like thing that pop out my window. Oh my god. Okay, is it done? Okay. So, yeah, makes sense. Look, I see how to take my money. Alright. Yeah, it has a more smooth transition, smooth stacking of flavors. And it, like I said, it might be because how they explained it, there was less filler. And whatever filler they use in there, less of it to distract you from picking up the flavor, and you know, more of the, you know, like Snapple, right? More of the good stuff, none of the bad stuff, kind of thing, you know. So it tastes great. It's got a lot of flavor. It burns a little fast, but I think it will still last me an hour. 15 minutes in, technically, you know, that's 1/4, right? I'm not even 1/4 in, so I will say it's gonna last me a typical time of a Robusto, unless you smoke really, really quick and don't talk whatsoever, right? For me, it was good. And another reason I want to smoke today is I actually want to try this. It's called Soko Biko. Soko Biko. This is weird as hell, right? It's like, oh, Tony, stop using drugs. You're a druggie. No, this is actually toothpaste. This is actually toothpaste. I can't show you right now because once I do that, I had to go out and rinse my mouth. But it comes in a pill form. And what you do is you chew this. Don't swallow, just chew. Once you chew, it will foam up. And then you take a toothbrush and just start brushing. This is the portable toothpaste. Nice! There we go. Thanks, let me know. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, this is one of those chewable tablets that you use to brush your teeth. Now, a bottle of this has 48 pills, I believe. Roughly 48 pills. And it's $20. $20. But, well, number one, it's not liquid. You can carry it anywhere you want, right? On the airplane, whatever, you just need liquid to rinse it off, but you don't need to gel or whatever. One pill per brush. Number two, this supposed to have some whitening properties, and it's supposed to remove some tobacco smell from your mouth. Some, not all. Some, right? It was formulated to take away some tobacco smell. Your toothpaste isn't gonna do that. The reason that this can do a little bit better job is because you chew it into like a liquid mush that actually coats your mouth a little bit. So it kind of takes away a little, supposedly. Now, does it work 100%? No. But if you use this in combination of maybe some sort of mouthwash, that will literally take away a lot of smell for those people that is going from one place to another and don't want people to say, hey, you got a cigar smell. So I already tried this one time, but I did it really quickly. I didn't have time to, like, you know, really give it time. So I chewed it, I brushed it to make sure it foams, and it does foam. I'm Asian, I find everything. Alright, so it foams, and it kind of have that minty taste, and the minty taste turned into this really neutral taste. That's like no taste, you know? And then I was like, oh, I brush it really quickly, and I get it off, clean it up. I went to my wife and go, what does that smell like? And she goes, ooh. So there was a little bit of, oh, it's not bad, and then go bad, you know? So, and then I go rinse my mouth again after that with the mouthwash and came back. And she says, oh, it's actually not that bad. You do still need the mouthwash. But I think that's a good movement forward, like an increase forward, right? That there is a method to not having to carry the smartwatch everywhere, because smartwatch is really hard to carry. It's a bottle. Once you open it, you cannot really close it. So I've been looking for a way where, you know, every time I go out, just smoke or something like that, I'm not gonna carry all those things with me, but I gotta have something to take it away, you know. Yeah, I mean, technically, after you smoke a cigar, your mouth is gonna smell like ashtray. And they say the best way to get rid of that smell is to eat. Alright, is to eat. The food actually take away some of that smell. and your saliva breaks down enzyme and all that stuff, takes away that bacteria that's creating that smell. But not everybody get the leisure to eat after smoking or doing smoking. So, I'm gonna find something to try. But smartwatch does work. But I find that smartwatch works about 2 to 3 hours max. After that, it does come back. And another of the things that I like is that this has a little bit of ability to kind of polish your teeth and get some yellow off. Because, let's be honest, smoking does make your teeth yellow. It takes a while, but it does. So a little bit whitening is better than no whitening, I guess. So you don't have to look like, I don't know, I don't know. Scope does not cut it. The tobacco smell actually came from a type of bacteria. And simply rinse it off and coat it with a minty smell isn't gonna get rid of it. You need something that actually kills that bacteria. Or coat that bacteria to be able to do that. Alright? And you really have to gurgle that thing a lot in the back of your throat because it's out the back. Now, just because I have a loud voice in person, it does not mean I'm a loud person. I'm just getting used. I just have a good lung. Talk with the bass. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah. So now we're at 22 minutes. Now the cigar looks like a Robusto. Really. It's still plenty to go. But you can see how fast it's burned. 2 draw. You get like a whole nail length. About like a nail size off. It's quite quick every time you take 2 draw. And I tend to take 2 draw. Some people take 1 draw. Some people take a pre-draw and a draw. And I usually take 2 or 3 draws. Because the first 2 are like a pre-draw. See how fast that burns? For some people, it wouldn't bother them. Because some people just want to smoke the cigar really quickly. For me, anything around an hour, I'm okay. Because that's about the time I'm setting it. Today, I got an email that Davidoff Chef Edition's coming out. For some reason, it didn't attract me as much as I think it was. I think it's because I smoked the Patrimonio. So like some like chef edition, like a special edition cigar from Davidoff, didn't attract me as much as I thought it would. I was like, oh, maybe if I see it, I'll get a couple. I don't know if I want a box. Because I know when they came out with the Year of the Tiger, I'll end up buying the Year of the Tiger. And I want to wait to see if there's any like Chinese cigar coming out soon that I can actually be able to get. I don't know. So, I'm waiting on it. I'm really like I know that it comes with an ashtray as a box, but at the same time it's like, I just bought 4 boxes of cigars and that didn't attract me as much as I thought it would, because I feel like that Patrimonio in a way could possibly replace some of my Davidoff cigar. It was that good, but I think it takes time. I think that I need to find out what I'm really looking for between the 2 cigars. Between the Patrimonio and Davidoff, because we gotta be honest, okay? The Patrimonio is actually really high gauge cigar. It's even it's a Robusto Gordo versus a Toro. Both are pretty big. My wife is going with me to New York, so she chose the hotel. I didn't. What did she choose? HY36 or something like that. Some dumb hotel in the middle of near Bryant Park. So I don't get to choose. Right? It does have the Davidoff notes in it. It really does have that sweetness to it that I like. Maybe from the Corojo, maybe there is Honduras cigar. I don't know. It just tastes like that. So, but yeah, the meat. I don't know. Like, are you guys going or I don't know what's going on. Let me know what's going on because I'm still going to New York anyway, and it's only an hour from New York, so I can just drive down from New York, and drive back. Drive back to New York. My wife's got here. She's got to go there and get a haircut. Yes, my wife drives to New York just for a haircut. And so she's gonna get a haircut. I can go hang out in the afternoon and drive back. So doesn't change much for me. It's good cigar. But like I said, in comparison, if you had to choose between a Habano or a Maduro, I gotta tell you, choose the Maduro. Choose the Maduro. It's really funny because, I mean, between the Reservas, I choose the natural more than the Maduro. But in this Prensado, the Maduro is better than Habano. So, I heavily recommend. Should we just post a picture? What that is? You know, all the new one, it's gonna be double band. Just the one Michael sent me was the one that he already have in stock. So there is no double band. But all the new ones he's getting will have double band. Scott and I'm going, I think Joseph. I mean, technically, you know, 4 of us is enough. Originally, I was thinking that Alakak was gonna bump a ride with me, so that I don't have to drive. But you know, if I drive, I drive. You know, just kind of annoying because once you're parking New York and you get out, you gotta go back and pay another $60 just to park. But yeah, I already booked the hotel. The date is set. Okay, October, was it 17 for Saturday? Oh, here we go. So yeah, so Brian can come pick me up and we can go. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. So yeah, it's not a far drive. It's an hour. Like literally, you guys don't remember the previous meet. I flash drive to New York just to try to catch the donut, the mochi donut. So I flash drive. I don't care. It's always nothing. So. Like, this thing burns so easily, I almost feel bad just smoking it so fast. I don't feel like I'm smoking it fast. Half an hour in, I will say that's about half. That's okay, you know? But it's an enjoyable cigar, number one. Number two, it's a light body, if anything, just about medium cigar, okay? It's not gonna kill you even if you smoke that, okay? You can have 3 or 4 of these a day. You can have this for breakfast. This thing can have itself for breakfast, and you will be okay. Alright, so it's an easy cigar to smoke. It's a fun cigar to smoke, I think, because it's guilt free. It's guilt free. It's not expensive cigar. Let's look at the price. Alright, let's look at the price. Casa, Cuevas, Habano, Prensado, 5-pack. Okay. Before Shadow Smoke's Legion discount, a 5-pack Prensado is $43. Alright, that makes it about $8 and change. $8 and change for cigars. Not too bad. It's not too bad for this, right? And after discount, you're looking at $7, maybe. Yeah, it's one cigar that I can actually be excited for. Like, I was excited at the meet with this. I was like, oh my god, this thing's so good. What? and when I came back, I didn't smoke it right away until today. I was like, yes, it's time to go down and smoke. So I went down and I, put up the camera and like, yes, I'm gonna smoke. And I was kind of excited to smoke the cigar. I was kind of very excited for this, smoke the cigar. Okay, so, I definitely recommend it. This is something I can recommend more than the core. I mean, you guys don't really hear me like recommend the core line. The core line's good. Habano's good, yes. But it didn't give me the same excitement as this Prensado. And though I really don't like to say the name Prensado, it's like a mouthful. Box price is easier. I don't know why. But it's a good cigar. And like the double bend, it's got that design on it where I feel like I'm smoking something premium. There's attention to detail. And like, I like large band. Even those two band, it makes it like kind of have the illusion of one large band. It makes me feel like I'm smoking something substantial. Right? It makes me feel like I'm smoking something substantial. So, 108. That's too bad. I mean, in comparison, I think it's a huge difference. Huge difference in look. Like, this just look more premium, even though it's the same cigar. It just looks more premium. So, cigar page had a loose single cigar blowout, so I've got a few Davidoff in order. Nice. Yeah, I mean, after this trip, I came back. I bought so many not Davidoff. I bought so many Casa Cuevas that I feel like I'll be okay. I'll be okay without missing out some Davidoffs. I mean, I can always buy Davidoff, and there's no big deal. I already bought some Davidoff this year, so I didn't feel like I missed out. But I with some cigar that I'm excited to smoke, I'm not in a rush. I am not in a rush to buy another cigar. Now, there are some cigar, mentally, I am thinking to wait to come out and buy it. Maybe in total about $1,000 worth of cigars. But again, I'm not in a rush. I am not in a rush. In fact, I was thinking about shoes more than I think about cigars. There's one sneaker from Nike I really want to buy. I'm just waiting for. So let me, and I'm most likely not gonna be able to get it because they I don't know, for some reason they don't like to make enough shoes, and like China was gonna cancel them, but they didn't cancel, so all those Chinese people was gonna fight over this. I'm gonna have issue buying it. I know it. I will. But I will show it to you guys. I will show it to you guys how that looks. Boom. Right. Come on. Come on. What sneaker is it? Now, you guys know, when it comes to toy, when it comes to, stuff that, I collect, I go all out. And this is one of those. This is... let's see if I can find... Okay, I had to add one. That's it. Okay. This is the Nike Unicorn Gundam sneaker. Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, I'm not gonna wear it, but I absolutely have to buy it. So, that's one of those. It comes out on can get a date. Come on. Loading. This website is so bad. So bad. Okay, here we go. Ah, it's not loading anymore. Never mind. I want to see what day it is, but like it won't load. You know, there is a shoe called Orange Blaze that I was thinking to buy, but it's like more for like women. I can't really buy it, so didn't get it. But yeah, I looked at it. I was like, oh man, the Gundam shoes, I have to buy. They are releasing that one and another one called the Banshee, which I don't know why it's not listed. I don't know why it's not listed. But this is coming out on September 27th. That's right, September 27th. I was like, ah man, I had to get it. Size 8.5, fight for it. You know, a lot of time they just, you know, even though you clicked on it, they do like a drawing and stuff like that. I never win the drawing. I used to be able to call someone to get it for me, but like now they don't work there anymore. Thanks to COVID, you know, COVID really screwed it up. I was watching planes go by, flying by, and they were going to Arizona. You know, Sherry, come on. It's before you know it, we're doing the Florida one, and you'll be like, boom. Where's Famous at? Famous is at technically between New Jersey and Philadelphia, or Pennsylvania. New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So it's an hour away from New York. I have never been there. So last time when I was hanging out with the Legion members at Best Cigar Prices, they mentioned that last time they hang out at Famous. I was like, okay, no, whatever, I'll go there too. All right, you know, we'll arrange one. So Soy Sauce Assassin had to keep my promise to hold up one. There we go. Did you guys see that? Now, Wild Bill better show up to the Florida one. You better show up. You better show up. It's a blast, I'm telling you. It's a blast. I can't wait already. Like I literally went up last show. I went upstairs. I was like, "Hey, babe. So this is what's gonna happen. 2023, Florida, Miami. Okay. 2025, I don't know, Germany." And she's like, "Really, Germany?" I was like, "I don't know. We'll see." But it really depends. It really depends. If you ask me, would I host another one in Arizona? I might. I mean, you guys, if you know, been there, you know how much fun it is. It's not too bad. The flight is bad though. The flight and the jet lag, that is pretty bad. But everything else was great, and there's plenty of places that we can go. Now it's burn a little bit wonky, not a lot, but I feel I just, you know, give a little burn. Catch up a little bit. $38 in. Almost to the band. So yeah, you'll still probably get an hour. Tony will go back just to the old fashioned. You bet I will. Because it's that good. Damn it. That drink was good. You guys don't usually see me drink multiple drinks. Anywhere I go. Like Brian Ellicott will tell you. Like when I go hang out with them, at best I probably drink 2 drinks. But when I was hanging out with you guys, that was a lot of drink. I had three drinks that night. The next day I have multiple drinks. It was just nonstop. Right? So it's not that I can't hold alcohol. I could. I just feel like I'm much more focused on what I'm doing rather than drinking. That's all. Hashimoto said, "Oh my gosh, a Monday Life." Monday Life is like that. It's random. Crazy Old Fashioned was good. Was that good? I'm amazing. Yeah, it is that good. Anyone who's at there that day will tell you that. Hashimoto have like 2 or 3 of that Old Fashioned as well. I think everybody at that table had an Old Fashioned. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hashimoto. Everybody at that table that night had an Old Fashioned, except for Michael and Ashley. I think everybody else had an old fashioned. You know, Sherry needs to go back to Breakfast Bitch and make sure that this time they have pineapple. Because I think that drink without a pineapple, if it's good without a pineapple, it will be amazing with that pineapple. Alright? It will be super amazing with that pineapple. Like, you missed out because there was no pineapple. They should have just walked down the street, buy pineapple, and come back and make the drink for Ashby. Okay, Jason had Crown and Coke. But, you know, that night we drink a lot of that old-fashioned. It was good. Even when they load it up with alcohol, it's great. Even though Hashimoto will still tell you he cannot taste the orange. They toast the orange peel and put it in there. He still cannot taste orange. All right. So I honestly, I think I am smoking this cigar a little too fast. Let's put it out there. But because I'm so excited on the cigar, I can't stop smoking. All right. So this might last a little longer for other people, especially if you're just relaxing, reading a book, listening to music, not talking, or even if you're talking to somebody like you really engaged to a conversation. This might last even longer. Because I remember at the event, this lasted long. And oh, there we go. So a lot of Arizona. How much money do you think should save for Florida? Okay, if you're driving down, then plane ticket is not your problem. Okay, for me, I estimate it to be about $3,000, including the plane ticket. For those who doesn't have to worry about plane ticket, you're probably about $2,000 at most. And I'm talking about hanging out there for 3 days, 4 days. All right. So if your hotel is gonna cost you about $100 a night, 3 nights, $300. Food and all that stuff, another few $100. You leave yourself $1,000 to buy a cigar, well, whatever, drinks and all that stuff, right? So $2,000 should be more than enough for people who are driving down. For people that are flying down, you add a few $100 for your flight ticket. Okay. Now for me, I think my hotel is gonna cost about $200 to $300 a night. So that's there. No. I always think it's better to save more than not. So if you come back and got spare money, that's fine. You don't have to worry about not having enough. Right? Based on the information that I'm thinking in my head, I would say save more than that. Because there might be something that you really want to. I'm just putting it out there. There might be something that you really want to buy. Okay? So, I would say save more than that. Yeah, it's better to have more and not having to worry about it when you get home. It's like, oh man, I got credit card bills. Right? You can enjoy it, go do whatever you want, you buy drinks, and not having to worry about it. You know, I think that people cannot enjoy an event or a vacation if they have to worry about how much money they're packing on their credit card. So, no, it's in Miami. Oh, okay. It's in Miami. Okay. Now, on average, I think people spend about $400 or $500 on cigar on the trip. If correct me if I'm wrong, I think everybody spend about $400 or $500 on cigars. So put that as a budget. I will say save about $700 for cigars. You're not gonna spend that much, but if there's a good deal, you will save more than you think. Okay. Now for in terms of the event ticket, swag, and all that stuff, I think I'll make much less swag this time. I think the previous time I went overboard and I have so much sweat left. I don't know what to do with. So this time I will do a lot less of a thing. I probably have a challenge coin. Probably have t-shirts ready for everybody to purchase online, and maybe one more thing, something I don't know. Okay, pins are kind of cool. Because that's something you can add to your hat, add to your backpack, whatever, as you know, accolade, right? So I think that's what I might do. I don't know yet. Okay, so yeah, that's something to look forward to. I already look forward to. I know it's gonna be great. Now, the time, like I say, it's not set in stone. I hope it is, because it tags a Memorial Day, and a lot of people like that one extra day from vacation, so don't have to rush back and feel tired and stuff like that. They go back Memorial Monday, they can still rest. Okay, if you've been to the previous one, you will know you need that time. Right, need that time to rest. I need that time to rest. I came back. I sleep pretty much every day for about 4 hours. One day I slept for 12 hours, which is a lot. Alright? My wife said that I was so tired, I've been snoring every night. And I don't usually snore. She, like, you know, when I take nap, maybe like an hour nap or 20-minute nap, 30-minute nap, I don't snore. I asked my wife when I wake up, did I snore? She's like, no, you were just really tired at night. You just snore. So, I know I was tired. You guys can tell, right? Like today, I'm kind of energized, and the previous few days I wasn't. I think that was the difference. It's that I kind of get back on my groove and back to like in the normal energy level. I still did snore last night, according to my wife, but I only slept for like an hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So. Okay, so that's that. And also, I'm planning to go to the TPE, so that's something January I'll be gone for. Las Vegas. I don't know. I haven't get a plane ticket yet. They haven't given me a solid date and hotel that I need to book. So. Nicaragua. No, the snore has to do with like, you know, how tired you are when you're sleeping. Your muscle relaxes. Does the airway collapse when you sleep? So. I didn't spend as much as I would. Thank God. I had to resist a lot. I didn't spend nearly as much as I thought I was gonna. Alright, when I came back, I was like, hey, Michael, send this to me. I was like, no, send all these cigars to me. And I still didn't spend nearly as much as I thought I was gonna spend. So, you know, but everybody's different. For me, I didn't have a budget. I just thought I was gonna spend that much. And behold, my wife's like, since you didn't spend that much, New York, let's go, you know, kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm going to New York October, and it's gonna be my birthday kind of thing weekend. So my birthday is on October 18th, so I will be celebrating it in New York, kind of, and then come back. Who's Zam? Zam is on our Discord, I believe. I have his name on there. Hold on. Hold on a second. His name is Eric. I believe his name is Eric. By the way, Eric, your probation ends tomorrow. Do you still want to be a Shadow Smoke Legion? You just have to respond to me when I ask, okay? October is the best birthday of all things, right? All the great people. Brian was born in October. October will be Libra. It's really funny because Libra goes from late September to, you know, late October, and personality-wise, it's a huge difference. Like when I talk to someone that's born in late September, happen to be Libra, is totally different from me. Like the people personality is different. I'm the type of people that cannot wait to get shit done. All right, I'm the person that cannot wait for the shit done. If something's happening, I want to plan. I want to get things done. I want to get plan ABC done and take care of DEF, even if I don't need it. I'm that kind of person. I met a few Libra born late September. They wait. They procrastinate as much as they can. And I was like, dude, we're so different. We are so different. But if I meet people that are born mid to late October, those people are like me. They want to get things done. They don't like to hold it and then thinking about it all day long. I don't like to think about things that I haven't done. Right? I like to finish it so I don't have to think about it. You're welcome, Eric. So yeah, just make sure tomorrow when I send the message out, just respond to it. Hashi's on the ball tonight. Yeah, Hashi's. I mean, that's kind of one of the good things is that when you have mods on the other side, not on the chat, they get to monitor this, right? So yeah, Greg, you understand what I mean, right? I met so many September people that like they will be like, okay, yeah, I can do it tomorrow, no problem. And tomorrow like, I can do it the next day, no problem. It's October people or Libra are very indecisive. I am one of those. I'm very indecisive because everything that we needs a balance, right? Because it's a scale. We need a balance, and if you're born early, your balance is more like about you. You want to have that balance in your life where you get to do the things you want and you can worry about the things later. That's the balance. For me, the balance is I don't want anything to disrupt my daily living, so I take care of everything else first, and then I can enjoy my daily living. And but being indecisive means I need plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When I have all those plans, I don't have to worry about it. Because I know I'm gonna be indecisive, but I need to have all those plans on hand. That when I had to make a choice or something didn't go my way, I have an alternative. And this is why I push people so much, right? When I try to get things done, like, what is going on? What is happening? Has that been done yet? I chase people because I need to know which part am I on. When I'm on plane A, plane B, or plane C, plane D, right? For me, I need to have all that set up so I can be indecisive. And for some, they're like, I just want to be simply indecisive. Hey, Cat. So yeah, it's kind of different. I mean, I noticed that trend after I meet quite a few of other liberal people. And there's, we're similar but different. Which is totally fine. I mean, because I like to set up so many plans, that allows me to do my job because plan. Right? I do planning. I do read through plans and go, that plan is full of flaws. So add 10,000 other plans so that, less risk. That's end up to be my job. Totally fine, right? Let's see. What? I bought $600 cigar, but I set my limit and stuck with it. But you can get good deals, so take extra just in case. Exactly. Here's the thing. When you go to an event like this, and let's be very honest, okay? Because when somebody hosts you, they are out there for business. Okay? I think everybody had that in mind, right? When you go to a lounge that hosts you, they are there for business. Because there's so many people there, they know they can make more sales. And in turn, they can give you better discount. But that discount have to translate to amount sold. So they can have new stock, right? So a lot of times they'll give you absolutely great deal, right? And so that's why I say carry more, because sometimes when you buy more, end up buying more, you will be able to get a better deal. Long term, you save money because you gotta smoke this anyway. You gotta smoke the cigar anyway, right? So buy now, buy later, it's pretty much the same. In fact, buy it now, you get to age it a little bit, right? So you don't have to worry about running out or whatever. So having more is better than that, not, because when they put up a deal, you can take advantage of it. I honestly think a lot of us didn't take a full advantage at Cigars Daily when Tim Swanson says 20% anything that you can find here. And nobody took the ones that took the cigar that are usually excluded from discount. Nobody did, right? Like no one did a Patron. Patron's markup are very tiny. The margins are very small. I won't even think that they make 20% off. So, you know, I would say have more, take advantage if there is. If there is a good advantage to take, you take it, right? Yeah, William is like, oh shit, 20% off? 20% off everything in that human. When I told Hashimoto is like, no, fuck, no. You're joking, right? I was like, no, seriously. He said 20% off anything. So it was like that. It was like that. And I think at the events, if you bought 2 box, it was 20% off plus additional cigar plus t-shirt plus ashtray. It was crazy amounts. Right? So if you think about it, for a cigar, 20% discount is quite a bit. Which I think, Jason, you also did make the right choice. I mean, obviously, in the end, you had to choose what cigar you like, right? And a lot of people took advantage either one. Either one. I think everybody took it. I bought a hat 20% off. Is it Corona Cigar Company in Miami? Yes, it is. I think Bob, the cigar guy, is affiliated with Corona Cigars. But I don't know exactly where it is. A good thing is if you buy from Corona Cigar, you probably gotta get alcohol with it too. So. I mean, we'll go whatever it takes. You know, whatever that's nearby, whatever that's goable. So. I have not met the guy in Corona Cigar, so I cannot make a comment on that. But have I bought from Corona Cigar before? Yes, I have, and they do ship fast. Yes. I do have good experience with them. It's just that I don't often buy. Because you know that I'm very particular what I buy. And I don't really, and being really honest with you, I don't like to buy online. I don't like to buy online. Because I don't get to see the cigar. I don't get to feel it. I don't buy it right here. Have you thought about where we'll be going in Miami? I have not. So this conversation will have to come up once I had a conversation with Brendan, because he's got a connection. He's got to be able to see who's going to be our guest, where he's going to host us. And it does matter because we often stay longer than they should be closed. So I want to have that guarantee. I want to have that guarantee that, you know, we got to be well taken care of. So that will be a conversation I have with you guys after I have a conversation with Brendan. Obviously, with Luis Cuevas as well, because, you know, I would love for him to join us too, and I just want to make sure everything's okay, you know. Right, so that is the difference. 1 hour in, still got a little bit. I think I can get 15 minutes out of that. So 1 hour and 15 minutes, that's actually not too bad. That's about Robusto, a little bit shorter than Robusto. You can bring a +1. We have people that bring +1 to the event. In fact, at our event, we have Luis Cuevas +1. We have Josh's +1. we have Cigar Mechanics +1. We have Micros. So some of the Florida Sun-Grown, I think, are exclusive to Corona. I think they have like those Miami, Florida Sun-Grown over there. They are like exclusive. But yeah, I have not. I don't have the connection there. Not like Bob, so I don't know that deep. That would be probably a better question to ask Bob. Woo. So yeah, I mean, that is, like I said, the event is still too early. I think a lot of plan will happen next year than this year. This year is pretty much done. Okay, this year is pretty much done. I am thinking about our Christmas raffle. I am thinking about our 3rd year anniversary. And I'm thinking about TPE. That's the next few things that's on my watch list to get it done. This is one cigar I wouldn't mind to smoke every day. Oh, actually, every other day. Because if I had to fill in Doro, then I have to smoke it. In that perspective, if I don't have any other cigars to smoke, I wouldn't. And you guys know, in comparison to this to a Davidoff, I can smoke 3 or 4 of these before I get one Davidoff. Right, in terms of price. So it's really good, relaxing cigar. Now, do I still smoke a Davidoff a day? No. I haven't been smoking a Davidoff a day. I probably smoke a Davidoff once a week. Yeah, pretty much once. Like when I'm wrapping up the week, like Friday, I will smoke that. And if I'm really stressed, I might take a Davidoff. But I realize that when I'm stressed, I tend to grab something random, right? To smoke. Whatever that grabs my attention that time. Like, because Davidoff is always there, so I'm not really gravitated towards Davidoff. So yeah. So like I told you the other day, 3x3 Davidoff is actually one of the worst cigar Davidoff I have made, aside from Griffin's. I remember there was one time I was at Cigars Daily, and I saw the 3x3, and then I was like, oh, I'll buy some of those. Tim Swanson literally says, if you want those, just take it. I can't even give them away. That's how bad they are. So, I did afterwards smoke one, and yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it, but it was not good. It didn't taste like a Davidoff. It didn't taste like a Davidoff. So, if that's something that you're like, oh, that's not bad, that's okay, then every other Davidoff is gonna blow your mind. Because a standard Davidoff is that much better. Right? Okay? So if I was to set 3x3 Davidoff as a 1 on a scale of 10, a late hour is probably somewhere between 8 and 9. Okay? A Churchill or a Signature 2000 or 3000 are between a 7 and 8. Okay, maybe a 6, 7, 8 kind of like range. All right, and Royal is probably around a 9, maybe. But for the price, if you got it for free, it's a 9. Okay, if you had to pay for it, it's probably a 4. Because that's kind of expensive. All right, kind of expensive for that cigar. Definitely not. Oro Blanco, if it's free, it's a 10. If it's not free, it's like 3. You know, just you gotta work into that price. Like $500, is it worth that smoke? By the time you finish smoking it, if you had to think about that $500, it's actually not that good of a cigar if you think of it that way. $500, I should be able to smoke it, got pregnant, and have a kid. Okay, that's how $500 worth cigar should feel like, right? Smoke it, oh, I'm pregnant, oh my god, and then boom, a kid come out. That's how it should feel like, right? Totally out of the norm, but it's not. It's like after you smoke it, it's like, damn, $500, I could have like $3 of cigars. you know what I'm saying? Like if you think of it that way. But majority of the Davidoff, like the special T, special R, they are the 7 to 8 range. They are really, really, really good. All right, and I think they are trying to discontinue because they're running out of one of the blend, one of the tobacco that's in blend with something. They try to get rid of it, from what I heard. What else is there? The year of are kind of left and right. Like either you like it or it's too strong to be liked. For like you have the dog, you have the pig, they're like that. They're very strong cigar. They're very premium cigar. They're nicely aged, but they're so strong. So you either like that strength with the cigar, or you like the cigar but it's too strong. I would say around a 5. But again, like I said, 3x3 is like 1. I can't give it 0 because Griffin is one I'll give it 0 to. If anybody buy Griffin, don't. You want to throw your money away, just give. I'll take it. You know, Griffin, just don't buy it. I mean, the entire Camacho line, I think is roughly a 5 or 6 out of 10. So, am I being too harsh on the score like that? I'm trying to put the pricing perspective as well. So, you know, if you put pricing as in perspective, a lot of cigar gets kind of dragged down on my scale of whether or not it's worth the purchase. Now, let's be fair though. Any cigar on around the 5 range for me, I will buy a box. Because a lot of time, price wasn't my deciding factor. So I wouldn't think about the price. I would move it up to 8 or 9. And that's worth box. But when you factor in the price, it gets brutally pulled down because they are very expensive. Right? For average Davidoff, you can smoke 2 regular cigars, 3 regular cigars, maybe 4. In some cases. And those cigars are not bad. How does Cuevas review include Davidoff conversation? Okay, so patrimonial, including the price into the factor. Have a good night, Sherry. Davidoff, including okay, so patrimonial including the price as factors, about roughly $19 a cigar. Rough, okay, rough, and that was set somewhere between 7 or 8. Between 7 or 8. Okay. The Prensado is a solid 7 for me. Okay, solid 7. This is why, like, you know, I say I wouldn't mind to smoke these all the time compared to Davidoff because they are around the same range for me in terms of value, right? The Reserva Habano, Reserva Maduro are somewhere between 7.5 and 8. For their price. Okay. Now, none of them kind of beat the late hours for me. But late hour are in the $40 range. So, if I had to choose, I'll choose 3 of these sometime. Right? If I'm having some really serious meal, really nice wine or alcohol or bourbon, scotch, then obviously late hour is the better choice. Okay, because in terms of strength, late hour is way strong. Okay, late hour is like that pungent flavor, really out there. Like the whole cigar is consistent. So late hours up there. Okay, now I want to compare that to something like Andalusian Bowl. Even though Andalusian Bowl is $18, okay, but at one time they are 40. If you guys remember that, when it first got announced as #1 cigar, that cigar jumped to $40. Okay, so when I compare that, Andalusian Bowl does have that pungentness, does have that flavor to be somewhere at 8 and a 9. All right, at $18. At $18. But because it was $40 at that time, it dropped to somewhere 5. But I will still buy 5 bucks. I will buy cigar that ranged to 5 for me and a box. So I bought quite a bit of box because it was running out. So I hope that scale kind of give you a perspective. At one point, Liga number 1 and Liga number 9 and Liga T52 are 7 and 8. 7 and 8. But as I kind of branch out on other cigars, that kind of changes a little. Liga number 9 to me right now is at a 3 wolf. Surprisingly, that 3 wolf. Okay, Liga T52 is probably 4.5. It's a little bit better than 9. Thinking about it right now as I'm smoking. Yeah. So you can see, for me, it was very easy to buy a box because it's not that hard to give me a 5 cigar. Now, when I say 5 cigar, an easy one would be like something like Oliva's, Millenniano. Can't pronounce that. Maybe. So Oliva would be at that 5 range, 5.5, because the price is right and it's always available. They are good cigars, right? On comparison, a core line Connecticut Casa Cuevas are at a 4, because it's like I wouldn't go out of my way to buy a box normally. Okay. And Habano's probably a 5. Maduro's probably between 4.5 to 5. All right. So there's a big difference between the core line and the Reserva line, and now the Prensado. But definitely the Patrimonial is a different character. A different character for me. So I think it's very close to a Davidoff to me, and it's something that I need to smoke more to really figure out what I like about it. You know, a lot of times you see these reviews, people smoke one cigar and tell you exactly what they like and what they don't like. But a lot of times, second smoke will have changed their mind. Right? Second smoke or third smoke will change their mind. And I think Patrimonial is something that I will end up smoking more before I say, I really, really like this. This might be Davidoff. Or actually, I might be too excited. I don't know. Kind of. You switching back and forth. So I need to smoke more. So far, I only smoked 2. All right, 1 Robusto, Gordo, and 1 Toro. That's it. I didn't smoke them. And the only thing I get out of it is I like it. Tastes like Davidoff. Both 2 blends are very different. In terms of strength, in terms of flavor, how it's delivered, all that stuff. And obviously, talking to Lewis, he did say that 2 are kind of like the set, different blend per se. One is like blend number 10, one is blend number 12, something like that. So there's a difference. Hashimoto. Is that 710 count or 720 count? Oh my god, you gotta set off, man. Set off valve. You gotta set off valve. So, I don't know. I think that's okay. 1 hour 15. I have that much left. I think I can get another 10 minutes out. I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes out. So I mean that you still get So roughly $7 to $8 range, you get an hour 20, hour 30 minutes. I will say that is a quick burn, but not really, right? It feels like it burns a lot faster, but because the cigar is longer, it's actually okay. You still get the same amount of time, right? Just like I was surprised that knob burns for an hour and 40 minutes. Papi Vainco, yeah, Papi is quite expensive though. If you think about it, Papi is quite expensive. Papi is really good, but like when I say really good, I was very impressed by the second half, but not so much by the first half. Okay, and then if you think about this, okay, you know, another range is like something like what's that cigar called? By the JC Newman, American something. Shoot, what is the name of the cigar? I had it just the other day. Here. There's a JC Newman cigar. You guys probably remember the green band one. I can't remember the name. It was American something. Americans? Something like that. And that was like, you know, the $20 range. That cigar to me, even though it tastes kind of good, it's like the 1 or 2 range for me because of the price. Oh, somebody mentioned Papi whiskey. Now Hashimoto's like, I had that. Hashimomo, I had the Papi whiskey. Yeah, I've never tasted that whiskey, so I can't tell you how good it is. People say it's good. I never had. I should totally find a bar that have it. So so that I can get a cup to drink. I don't know, to test that. That's the thing I'm afraid of. Okay, a good bourbon, a good whiskey. If you taste it and it was good and you can't find it, it kills you. It kills me. Alright? When I taste those really good Yamazakis, 25 years and up, anywhere on top of that, I go like, damn, I need to find one of those. And they're like 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand, 500 grand, that kind of range. So, thinking it really kills you. Overrated whiskey in my opinion. So I cannot dispute that against Jason because I never tasted it. Alright, why is it when you smoke a cigar you always have to split? You mean the ash split like that? Because the humidity is wrong. Too dry. What I think the Brick House, Connecticut is probably at the 3 to 4 range for me. It's a very standard cigar. It didn't impress me per se, but it's a good cigar for everybody to have. It's not expensive. People can smoke it a lot, guilt free. Good for like entry level smokers. And because people smoke it when they just started and it's cheap, they tend to keep it in their humidor. So they keep it in the humidor a lot because of that. Now Brick House is to me is like a bundle cigar. Okay, it's not a bad bundle, but there's nothing too special about it. Is it consistent? Yeah, it's pretty consistent. But again, I didn't feel like anything that was too special. Oh, spit, not split. I read split. Where that? I'm gonna go back to again. I had to spit. I'm sorry. If you like to spit, smoking a cigar is because It's just simply habit. It's simply habit. My brother actually spits no matter what he smokes. So I don't understand. He just didn't like that saliva sitting in his mouth, or he doesn't like to, like, swallow that tobacco flavored spit. So he will spit it. Alright. Getting very watery is not Does the KFC even sell 20 piece? I thought they were 10 piece, 15 piece, or 12 pieces. Okay, it might be the pepper. If you smoke a cigar that's peppery, that might give you more saliva. But try to smoke something like a Connecticut or something really, really light. See if you have the same issue. I think it's the pepper. I think it's the pepper. Who buys a bucket of orange, Bell? Nobody buys a bucket of orange. You buy a basket of orange. Okay. So, yeah. Bushel of orange? Does anybody use that? I've never heard anybody use that expression. I never heard anybody use it. But you know what I mean. Right? You know what I mean. So again, hour 22 minute, I had to touch up a few times, but that's totally okay. It's normal to touch up. Okay, hour 22 minute. I would say that's a standard, expectable time for a cigar this size. So you're not losing any money because it's on the field. Okay, and in fact, I really think you get more flavor. There's less of things that going on, like that standard tobacco flavor. You know what I'm saying? The regular tobacco taste that will make you have to search for a flavor. This one, you smoke it, the flavor's there. You get it right away, no question. So if anybody who have not tried Casa Cuevas, I would say get a sampler of the core and then get the Prensado. Smoke the core first and then go to Prensado and see if you're impressed about it. And I think that you'll end up getting a box of Prensado rather than Robusto. I really think you would. I really think you would rather get a Prensado than a quote. Okay. So any question why I'm up here right now? Like what's going on with the Legion? Question with Discord lately or something like that? I would love to answer. I mean, I a lot of time I don't get to talk to the Legion member anymore because we usually have 10 people that comes up to the show, and the 10 people usually are regular enough that they don't have questions. But if there is a question, you let me know. I'll answer. I got a few more minutes. I got a few more minutes before I go test it out again. Maybe I'll choose two. I'm not blaming on you. I say the regulars are usually very informed. I didn't say that's your problem. I say the regulars are always here. I always keep you guys informed of what's going on. But a lot of people that's usually on Facebook don't ask the questions, and then they tend to miss the announcement. So. How much wood could a woodchuck chop? Well, as much wood as woodchuck could chop wood. I have to say, I do enjoy once in a while to just talk to the screen. I do. I can focus on the cigar a little more here and there. But if I had to choose, I actually like both. I like to be able to interact with them. Absolutely. I like to chat. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. At the same time, I also like to talk to you guys. So, I'm good either way. It's just a lot harder for me to figure out what do I want to do. Do I want to chat with you guys or do I want to smoke? I'm okay with both. I want to have because interacting with the members are must have. Right? When are we getting swag? Never. Between net and ver, you know. So, but the next thing I'm planning to have is that decanter. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a decanter. So, it's not that I don't have a decanter. I do have a decanter. I don't use it. And I think that having a logo one, I will end up using in my room. So, I like. I do have a decanter at home. I have mentioned to you guys this, right? I don't like to drink alone. I don't. I think that drink alone a lot of time makes me sit there and think about bad stuff, sad stuff, worry, things that don't make me happy. But when I drink with a friend, we talk about happy. That alcohol automatically enhances that happy. And when you drink when you're sad, it enhances the sad or stressful. So I don't really drink. So I don't open up my good whiskey so that I can drink it to think about bad thoughts. Right? And so I don't tend to have leftover alcohol. Alright? The bottles that you can find in my cabinet that is open are drinks that I had with members during the meet that I brought home with their signature on it and stuff like that. When I see those half drink ones, it makes me happy. It makes me super happy. So I don't usually have chance to say, okay, I open this whiskey, I have to dump into a decanter so that no air gets through it and out. If I drink it by myself, let's say this is a bottle of whiskey. Me drinking it will be like that much at a time. Or maybe one finger, yeah, that much at a time. So capping it on doesn't change anything. Putting a decanter doesn't change anything. In fact, putting decanter means I had to drink it quick. So I don't usually use a decanter. I don't. I'm still waiting for Hashimoto to kind of figure out how we gotta do cross logo souvenirs. So waiting. He still didn't send me logo, even though he said it's 3 days in now. 3 or 4 days in now. I just gotta keep giving him a hard time until he does. Okay. Anyways, so I think I'm done with today. Again, I don't know when the next random one is gonna happen. Right? So 1 hour and a half. I think that's enough for today. Cross local bias. Yeah, I think cross local bias. But you never. Alright. So that's it for me today. I will see you guys some other time. 1 hour and a half is not that bad. Too busy counting cigars. Alright. So I'll see you guys. Facebook, on Discord. You guys gotta find me on Discord more because I always have a Discord open. And Facebook, I only read when I receive a notification. I need your email. Okay. I'll send you my email. You could have just sent it to me on the chat, but I'll send you my email. Alright. So yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys the next time I go out. It should be Wednesday, but we'll see. I don't think I'll be on tomorrow. But you never know. When I say that, it's never a guarantee. Alright. So have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. And enjoy the rest of the night. Bye, guys.